Right.
Paul, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Mike, it's so nice to meet you too. Thanks so much for coming to our press conference.
I wish it was under better circumstances.
Of course.
This is hard stuff, and you know, this is the industrial model that we talk about that just doesn't work. And I think what we should do, when you look at images like this that I really can't bear to look at, we should show the executive suites of these people who run these corporations that never see this abuse. It's out of sight, out of mind. All they care about is profit. And it would be great if we could show the suite of Joe Luter, a former executive of Smithfield, at the same time as we show what's going on with these workers. Because to me, the abuse of these animals is a symptom of the industrial model, which is abusive to people.
Yep.
It's abusive to the environment, it's abusive to communities. And I think this is a symptom of some people that are seriously disturbed.
Yeah, it would be a great juxtaposition to see the lavish headquarters of those who are really in charge and then looking at what the conditions are like both for the animals and for the workers at these factory farms. I mean, when you have animals who are treated as if they were machines themselves, locked up inside of these industrial factories, treated as if they weren't living, feeling, breathing animals, but just commodities on a product line, then you create a condition where people think that their suffering just doesn't matter. People get desensitized toward that type of animal suffering, and I think that is what enables, in a very serious way, the type of violence against animals that we see here with workers beating animals, kicking animals, dragging them around. It's just so inhumane that whether people are part of the industry, not part of the industry, everybody should be able to agree that the type of animal cruelty we see in this new video is just unacceptable.
And this is, you know, industrial agriculture is demanding profit at all costs. Profit over animals, profit over people, profit over the environment. And this is where we end up. This is really the end game of this absolute demand for profit at all costs. And I really am sorry that agriculture has declined to this level. And it's also a good example of when you take the family off the farm, and that family loses the farm and loses that ability to care for those animals that they deeply love and respect. And now we've put them in a factory, we've brought economic refugee labor in, and perhaps not economic refugee labor, perhaps war refugee labor, as we've utilized so extensively in industrial ag in this country. These are people who are themselves under so much pressure and essentially being exploited. And so I hope the public gets this, and the reason for this is an image that should stick in everyone's mind as something that is completely wrong, and we've got to change the system. We've got to get back to family farm agriculture where people are taking care of livestock again, and own them and care about them.
We're hopeful that these images will be seared in the public's mind. We're hopeful that pork industry executives will see this and recognize that they do not want to be associated with this type of animal abuse. The days when the pork industry were defending gestation crates should be coming to an end. When you have even McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's urging the pork industry to stop using gestation crates, that sends a very strong signal. It puts the writing on the wall that the practices that most people consider indefensible simply should not be defended by these major agribusinesses anymore.
Consumers can make a difference. So this is a good example. I mean, Tyson just needs to hear from people. They need to hear from shareholders.
Yep.
This is unacceptable. So
I agree.
Thank you, Paul.
Hey, thank you, Mike. It's so nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.